Hello everybody, I'm JayLeonardJ. Today we're checking out the Amplitube TONEX pedal. Okay, so what we have on the board today is something that really might change the way you approach your live music creation. Some really powerful stuff. We have the TONEX pedal, an extension of this whole TONEX ecosystem that's coming out of like the IK multimedia Amplitube kind of thing. So if you don't know what TONEX is, it's a software that pretty much you get like an amp and you get like that wonderful sounding amp. You put it in its sweet spot. Maybe you put your favorite fuzz pedal in front of it, your favorite cab, and the TONEX stuff, it'll like analyze it and pretty much capture all the dynamics of that amp in its like absolute sweet spot. And you get the touch sensitivity and all the harmonics and the way it breathes all of that stuff, and to create like a really cool profile. And you could build like a collection of profiles, a collection of amps, collection of pedals and cabinets, and you could download some from the ToneNet community. Now, it sounds great, it's really touch sensitive, but up until now, it was pretty much just stuck on your computer. And now what you can do is you could upload all the presets, all the stuff that you're working on with TONEX and put it on the floor. So pretty much you can like write an album and get the exact tones you're using on the album and put it in this pedal, and it's gonna react and breathe exactly like it did in the studio. Super cool stuff. And obviously, because it's part of the ecosystem, it does come with the TONEX Max, which is like the completely fully loaded version of TONEX with all the profiles. And it also comes with Amplitube as well. So you get all the good stuff. But today we're gonna be looking at the pedal. I'll show you exactly kind of what's going on with it. We'll try some different sounds on it and really explore the capabilities of it. So let's plug this thing in. I'm gonna use, let's see here, I'm gonna use a PRS. Yeah, let's go S2 standard. And let's just plug this thing direct to the board and see what the TONEX sound is all about. With TONEX, the workflow I like to do is I do all my capturing and my main editing in the app. And then when I like what I got, I'll export it using the librarian into the pedal. Now the pedal does have all the models, all the cabs, all the features in it as well. So when you do get to do your show live and you need to make a tweak, you can do it on the pedal. You can leave your computer at home. So the first preset I have is called Popcorn. It's based off of a Dumble, and it's like a Dumble right on the edge. You can hear all the little subtleties of that like edgy, almost clean, almost distorted sound. Lovely, lovely, and it really reacts nice to my playing. All the little interactions, it's all right there. Now we could do some tweaking with it. Let's up the reverb a little bit. See, there's two subsections here. The EQ's here and some of the effects are down here. Hold on to this, and then we can play with that reverb mix. You could even up the compression. Now we do have one knob for reverb, one knob for compression, but if you want to go deeper into it, we can get those extra features as well by clicking onto this over here. And you can see all the extra features here. Here's the reverb. We could change the reverb mode. Let's go to, like, I don't know, spring. Here we go. And then we can play with some other features as well. The time of it, the pre-delay, the color. Let's brighten it up a little bit more. Now, it doesn't just model, like when it comes to those TONEX like profiles, they don't just model amps, they could also model amps and pedals with cabinets and everything. And here's a really cool one I like. This is a mixture of a Princeton and a Seymour Duncan fuzz. And fuzz are really, really like detailed pedals. Can it get the Velcro-iness of the fuzz? Let's hear what it sounds like. And you can hear that reaction. Even when I go to the neck pickup and roll off the tone knob, it still reacts just like a real fuzz. And again, all of that sag and that grip, it's all there. We can even play with that noise gate, get like a Velcro. For me, this right here is what TONEX is all about. This is my Goodsell Super 17 amplifier, and I'll tell you something, we've been through so many battles together. I think it's a fantastic amp, and it's really hard to get your hands on. They kind of make them in small batches. Now, my particular one, I've done a couple mods to it to get it perfect for my playing, and another secret I like about this amp is putting an epoch boost, just subtly right in front of it to thicken up the tone just a little bit. There is no amp in the world that sounds like this Goodsell Super 17. It's my amp, and I want to get that sound everywhere. So I got a TONEX capture. I captured a profile of this amp dialed into its sweet spot with the epoch boost on, as well as capturing a profile of the speaker in the cab. And I was able to translate that from the app all the way to my little Amplitube TONEX pedal. And all of a sudden I can leave this amp at home and then take this on the road. my gosh. And again, we get all of those little tones I like about it. Let's turn on the reverb a little bit. I get all the little tones I like about it, all the subtleties and the touch. And it gets that grittiness I like. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, we can play around with this amp as well. I got the sound I like. Say I want to play with some different speakers. We can actually play with the different types of speakers by pressing this button here. There's the amp, and here's the cab. So we can use different models. So let's try this one over here. Or instead of using a captured cab, we could use the VIR technology. So if we go over here, VIR, we have these different cabinets that we could actually tweak around with. So here's the 112 Deluxe. Oh, that sounds very nice actually, really creamy sounding speaker. And we can actually play with the different sounds of it. So what happens is with these VIRs, there's two microphones and you can control the X and the Z axis of it, as well as the blend between the two. And we can do that just by holding on to this button over here. So you can see all the different stuff here. There's mic 1, there's the X axis and the Z axis. Let's just play with the blend. Here's the blend. And that is TONEX. Well, that is it. That is the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe to the page if you haven't done so already. Check out the links in the description below. And if you want to hear my review on TONEX, all that kind of stuff, I'll do it on Patreon. So all the reviews I make are on Patreon, and all the demos and all the other stuff is right here on YouTube. As well, I'll probably throw up those presets that I used today, especially that Goodsell one. I'll throw that up on the Patreon page as well. That being said, I'll see you all soon. Take care and goodbye.